Okay. Hello, welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. It's been a week since I've recorded, so I remember, for what I remember, last time we were playing a game of Risk in the student council room with yep, with Misha and she's in a trying to get us inducted into into the student council. But now continuing on from where we left off. One flight up the stairs and run into problems. The second floor hallway is a carbon copy of the third floor one. Wide, of course, and plain, like only hallways can be. The problem is that the library's whereabouts are not easily determined as one would think. The classrooms are marked with signs stating which class they belong to, but then there's a plethora of other unmarked rooms. Is the library one of them? Or is it just somewhere down the hallway? I bet on the latter and choose my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either, though. It's just barely ajar so that I can't see its opening and nothing else. It would make sense for a library door to be invitingly open, and while this one is not quite that, it's good enough. At the very least, it means that someone's inside, and I can ask for directions, no matter how embarrassing that is. I gingerly push in the center of the door with my fingertips. Every muscle in my arm is ready to pull back in a moment's notice. Okay, dude? The feeling of being an outsider to the school can't be shaken from my mind, so so much so that I instinctively fear doing something wrong by entering. The door slowly creaks as if groaning from a deep sleep, though it is much easier to open than I anticipated. Leaning over and poking my head ever further inside, to get sight of the room that, as fast as possible, the meek "hello" on the lips is quickly snatched away. Huh. This is, not as I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking in the sight of the solitary figure taking center stage in the otherwise abandoned room. The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway staring at a beautiful girl. Evidently having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me. Wavy-haired girl. Huh. Hello there. May I help you? Staring directly in front of herself, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's a soft, measured voice that reminds me she's being as separate from the room itself. Huh. Also, really like the music. I'm gonna play it for like a couple seconds. Okay. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid my eyes on, but even among the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct. Hi. Sorry for intruding. I was just, kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully choreographed beforehand. Care to take a seat? Unexpected, considering that I'm intruding upon her. Thanks. I slowly step towards another seat opposite her. Uh, wait, what? That doesn't sound right. Let me try again. I slowly step towards another seat from her. Opposite her. Opposite her? I don't think that's the right grammar. Whatever. The girl resting the teacup and the saucer on the wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling. That and slight cloudiness to her eyes means she must be at least partially blind, like Kenshi. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I don't know. I guess she might be half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence seem entirely comfortable. The calming at the calming at calming the calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office. Yeah, I wonder why. I take it that you're a new student to Yamaku. Yeah, just transferred in yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of reading. Ah, maybe I should try to be more formal when speaking as her. One which I hasten to match before realizing the futility of the action. I'm Lily Satou. Oh shoot. I'm Lily Satou. Pleased to meet you. Hisao. Hisao Nakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup. Would you care for a drink? Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality in the proceedings. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in stride. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares the second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out along a shelf. A brush here, a brush there, her left hand often lightly touching the side of whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see around her back, she seems to use her long, dainty figure to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. Shizune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lily herself seems to have workarounds for a problem I've never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offerer preparing the drink. So, her soft voice brings me out of my silent observance. Which room were you looking for? It's not often the classroom I visited after school. Uh, uh, the school library. Shizune and some classmates told me this was on the floor. She finishes pouring water into the teacup as she nods. A small metallic tapping from the teacup indicating it being stirred. I'm aware of Miss Hakamichi, as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 33, no? That's right, in the science room with Muto. She gives a small giggle before settling down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. He's quite a character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do. Oh, his artwork looks really nice. As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems like a rather bad moment to bring it up. Oh, look at this. Oh yeah, I want to see this image in full. It looks beautiful. Yeah. Nonetheless, the smell is quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Thanks, Sato. It tastes really nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face. Lily, please. There's no need to be too formal. She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try to ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me. So, which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third-year classes. Correct. I'm in class 3-2, which is on the third floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi, and especially for both blind and partially blind students. I see. Sorry. I feel like slapping myself for the fox paws. I have never really used this word before, so I don't really know what it means. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem in the least bit put off by it. My, there's no need to change your speech on my account. Sure. Sorry, I guess I'm really showing my newness here. An environment like this could be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same can't be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their conditions. A category which would include her, it seems, all too ready to jump ship from the particular topic. I segue into another. Do you come to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be her version of the place behind the school that I like to have lunch at. I come here fairly often during lunchtimes. My duties as class representative don't leave me enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea. Class representative, huh? Compared to Shizune, her mannerisms seem to be almost completely opposite. While Shizune is blunt and fiercely driven, Lily seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school club. What kind of clubs are there to join? The more popular ones are the track and field club, which uses a field near the school during lunchtimes, the baseball club, and the book club near the library. Huh, that's probably a club you would like to go, the book club. Should look out for that. There are also numerous small ones though, such as the art and music clubs. At a time where I just wanted to get on my feet, rushing into a club right away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if the school shares the same rule as my own old one. Is it compulsory to join a club? It isn't, though it is encouraged. Ah, good. That's a relief. Oh, I really let down my guard around this girl to let such a thing slip out. The fact seems so slightly to amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it, and Lily does the same. Wow, evening. Maybe I should get this. I should use this one as as a thumbnail because it looks really nice as well. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Huh, the time's gone quickly. Sorry? Okay. Right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. It seems to come as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost the track of time. Sorry, Isao. I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long. I quickly moved to allay her concern. No, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses, takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance, but Lily seems to let me know in any case. True. Oh, true. It's open until 6:30 during the weekdays. A quick glance at my watch confirms that I have well enough time to get there. I guess I might be going in that case. It's been nice talking to you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her. It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you where the library is? I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it all right. Well, unless my navigational skills fail me. Well, is it foreshadowing? I hope not. Which they seem to have a habit of doing. Shoot, never mind, I was wrong. It's alright. I was going to be talking to the librarian there in any case. I can introduce you. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great. Thanks. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that has slipped in the handle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily looks much thinner and longer. His must be for support, where Lily's must be for navigation. Never knew about that. I thought it was only really, like, if you're blind, you only really had one cane. I guess, like, thinking about it, I guess there's different types of different, like, severity of blindness. So maybe, like, maybe it's a kind of different canes help in different aspects, so I think it's interesting to learn about. Together, we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. Oh, this photo. I actually want to know where they got this photo from, because what does this, like, painting look like? What's the painting about? Side by side, my pace carefully slows to match hers. We slowly walk through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive in the door to the warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor, rather than either wing. Ladies first. She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. Ooh, the library looks great. To the left is the wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. Oh, okay, yes, sorry, I was thinking of something else. It easily dwarfs my old school's It easily dwarfs my old school's library, with the distinct smell of old books giving the place an almost old world of air. Like, what do you mean old world? Old world, like 1900 or like whatever. There don't seem to be a lot of students here. Considering the time, it isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or at the dorms. Yuuko. Oh, sorry. Yuuko, are you here? She said it to thin air since the librarian doesn't seem to be present. And of course, Lily can't see this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. What was that? Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail. Huh. Oh, it's the librarian. It might be the librarian. Okay, yeah, it's right. The origin. Apparently the librarian quickly crawls and bounces up to the extremely rigid attention. Hi, Lily. How can I help you? Her voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head. Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. It's nothing. I just hit my head. See, I dropped an eraser under my desk, and I was looking for a pencil and dropped, and I was looking for both of them, and you came and surprised me. Or maybe, okay, that was wrong. Are you alright? I'm sorry. I couldn't know. No, no, it's okay. It's okay. Sorry for making you worry. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me. She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by her bashing her head on the counter. Yes, worse things have happened. The girl fidgets with her fingers, as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression, and then she shuffles some papers around the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look. She seems to fit a library perfectly. Is it? Okay, whatever. Lily, did you get my message? Message? Oh, the two important books that arrived? Right. They finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but... Amidst her celebrations, partly for managing the change of topic, I'm sure she notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does. Oh, I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to check out a book or return one? I'm sorry. The way she can so quickly shift between moods is a little unsettling. He's with me, Yuuko. This is Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yuuko, the student librarian. Pleased to meet you. Hisao. Right, Hisao. Pleased to meet you too, Hisao. For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave the name on her mind, so she won't forget. Yuuko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille for me. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library? Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an expression of abject terror. Please, Lily, I don't know what he could be interested in. This is too much of a responsibility. How is it any responsibility at all? I don't get. But her objection is so sincere, I don't doubt it for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. You're a light novel reader? Neat. But... So, there are a lot of books in Braille here. I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. It seems to work at least partially, as Yuuko seems to... not exactly relax, but at least look slightly less tense. Well, I think about a third or fourth of Yamaka's library are either in Braille or audio. Makes sense, given all the blind students that be here. If it's only that, how come this library is so big in the first place? Well, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. I spend more time on new books than on my salary, and when I have to organize and I shelve all of them. It's so troublesome, and they weigh so much. I wish I could quit this job. A very awkward silence follows in this revelation of too much information. I'll go check the aisles then, if you don't mind. It's probably for the best of us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Well, very well. Meanwhile, Yuuko, I have these books if it's alright with you. My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I studied the spine of the book in random order. Of the books in random order, sorry. Occasionally sliding down one out to read and blurb, taking it with me if it looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll never be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large print and braille books scattered throughout, but it is what it is. A library. It's as if the calm moved from the room I had tea with Lily and snuck with us in here. Unless it was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reach to the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks, set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, though, I discover a nice, quiet corner on the back, where while the rest of the library had the odd student sitting at a desk, either reading or stealthily sleeping. The back is very much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting at one of the several beanbags. Hmm, it's the dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. The art looks really nice. From the way she was acting today, I had her pegged as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the class raises all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigue floats slowly, but surely toward the surface, and before knowing it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl. I guess there's no harm introducing myself as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate after all. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl starts, looking scarily at me from underneath her fringe. This is the first time I've ever seen her this close. Underneath her long, dense bangs, I can see a part of her face. At least a third, if not half. It's pretty badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, subconsciously picking past her hair, until they meet my own eyes. Oh yeah, wait, it's also clipping, yo. For a second, I am shocked and divert my eyes from the book to the book in her hands before I realize that looking away probably only makes it worse. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's really hard to do that. It takes too many seconds to collect myself, and I remember what I walked up to her for. Okay. Let's see. Well, we did say we should introduce ourselves, so it'd be kind of weird. This would be a bit normal, but you know, we did say we would introduce ourselves, so well, let's do that. Let's introduce ourselves. Okay, say hi. Sorry. Hi. I'm new here. Hisao Nakai. We're in the same class. Maybe this was not the greatest idea. Uh, um, I transferred here on the other day. Maybe you don't remember? I I did a self-introduction too. Okay, it's not working, dude. I think we messed up. The girl doesn't say any word. The girl still doesn't say a word, but simply stares at me, wide-eyed. I'm still getting used to the place, so I'm trying to meet as many people as I can. So, what's your name? Okay, the purple hair girl. She finally speaks. Hanako. Her speech is stuttering and so quiet that she's barely audible even in the still library. Huh. Yeah, maybe the perfect character might be to have the perfect voice, perfect character to voice because I have stuttering as well. If you haven't already told, if you haven't already been, if you couldn't find out already, which is surprising. Somehow, I think my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako, eh? So, what are you reading? She gently tips the book backwards so I can read the title, at the same time hiding her face behind it. She must have noticed me staring before. Life of Pi? I've never heard of it before. What's it about? I've actually read The Life of Pi. It's a really good book. I had to read it for English class and had to do like an entire like essay and like I had my final exam on it. But yeah, if you want to read a book, if you're like kind of out there reading a book about adventure or like kind of adventure, not philosophical book, but an adventure, kind of fantastical book. I think it's kind of a great book to start on. You should definitely read it. It's really good. A boy, a boy, and a tiger. I mean, you're right. On a boat. I can see this taking some time. Yeah. Sounds interesting. Is it any good? Oh, definitely it is good. She nods from behind the book, but stays silent. She looks kinda tense, a bit like Yuuko earlier, but in a different way. More like petrified with terror, I'd say. So the mystery delinquent girl turned out to be anything, but she is quivering. Oh, she is quivering. Yeah, I just realized. In a way that makes it look like she's mortally afraid of me. Should I do it? Or just show image? What is? Oh, it shows. Okay. The only way out of this, as far as I can tell, is to try to get a normal conversation going. Is it a library book? I'm looking for new ones to read, but there's just so many. No, it's mine. Oh, so do you come here often? A huge blush spreads on Hanako's face as her eyes widen, far larger than I thought it was possible for eyes to do. That sounds scary. Like, it was possible for eyes to do? What does that mean? Uh-oh. Did she interpret my lame attempt at small talk as people attempt to pick her up? I don't think that word. I don't think that line. Okay, maybe yeah. Or maybe I'm stupid. I mean, I didn't mean it like that. I. I gotta do something. I gotta do something. Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the counter. Her hair-like takeoff catching me so off guard I don't even manage to go after her until she has a good head start. Bro, is she a runner? Is she a track star? By the time I reach the counter, she has nowhere to be seen. Lily and Yuuko are happily chatting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you see or notice a girl run past here? Maybe. What did she look like? A long, dark hair, kinda shy. She had, well, some scars on her face. You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you? Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading a book and tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something. Oh dear, Yuuko. Would you excuse me? I better try to find her. Sure. I'll hold on to these until you come back. What's going on? I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you another time. Right, I'll see you later then. Lily hastily grabs her cane and hurries out of the library, leaving me alone with Yuuko. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong? What did you do? Nothing. Gosh, I just talked to her, tried to get to know her. Didn't even manage to get started. Yuuko sighs and looks awfully bothered, even more so than she did before. I guess you went wrong, so much as tactless. Tactless? That girl is a bit of a special case. It's like she never really talks to anyone. Isn't that a bit strange? I wonder. It's just how she thinks she is, I think. Yuuko doesn't sound that convincing. Then again, maybe this is just a norm around here. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. Perhaps I was being a little tactless after all. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casually only makes me feel phony. Like I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Yuuko fidgets around, looking like she wants to say something to that, but resists it. I think it's an elephant only if you feel that way. I guess she doesn't have good sense of self-restraint. It makes me smile, and she blushes heavily. What? Does that sound stupid? No, it sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else. Neither of us has anything to add, so Yuuko fills the silence by shuffling some paper around. People who have paper on their desks people who have papers on their desk really like doing that. Really? I never like doing that, so. Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be closing. Yeah. Okay, let me try that again because I think I have the perfect idea. Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be closing, but I do have to do it. Hopefully, it's not inconvenient to you, for you. Oh yeah, I wanted some books, but I left them over there because I'll just go get them. I fetched my stack of books from beside the bean bags where Hanako and I were sitting. Hanako, and returned to the counter. Wow, you read a lot, don't you? I surprised myself with that too, honestly. At least when I think about it. I had a lot of free time this year, so I just kind of started reading books to fill that time. I couldn't do much else. I see. But she didn't say anything else. It just checks out my books for me. I guess this is what they call tact. Okay. Holding the library books with one arm, I trawl my pocket for the key to the door. I guess I should kind of it's kind of already 30 minutes, over 30 minutes for this recording. I think we should stop it here for now. So in this episode, we met three new people. We met the kind of quiet and formal Lily, the kind of quiet, the quiet and shy Hanako, and the I forgot the last, I forgot, and the kind of clumsy Yuuko. We'll pick off from here from next episode. See you all, and goodbye.